Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Warriors, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the center position. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now, here's Curry. Pass to Moody. Releases. Gobert pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside Conley. And here's Edwards. Randall from outside. Kept alive. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Curry against Conley. Curry, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Conley. Randall a screen on Curry. Here's Conley. And it's Curry with the rebound. Over to the left wing. It's three-pointers off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Randall kicks to McDaniels. And the three ball is good.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Curry passes it to Green. Now here's Butler. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Podziemski. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gobert finds Edwards. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Out left to the wing. McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
Curry against Conley. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Moody the pass to Butler. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Conley. Three-pointer, Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle. And I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Now here's Green. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Green's got his second bucket of the night. Now here's Edwards. He's defended by Pajemski. Now here's Edwards. He has yet to score. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Curry against Conley. Outside Butler. Right side Green. And it's Pajemski in the corner. And the clock. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. Edwards looking it over. Lets it go from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pajemski with it. Edwards there. Pass to Moody. Stolen by Michael Conley. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice hustle from Conley that time. When the break is available, he really gets after it.
Conley against Curry. Now Moody. And rebounded by McDaniels.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Gary Payton has checked in for Moody.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Butler finds Pajemski. Green with a screen on Edwards. Here's Pajemski. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves leading by 12. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Here's Curry. Anthony Edwards making his last shot, and it's in there.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Has to Gobert. Here is Edwards from outside the arc. Green with the rebound. Here's Pajemski. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Conley, the pass to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Fires the three. And finished off by Gobert.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Curry after the basket by Minnesota. Green with a screen for Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Butler, no good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And Randall throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Payton. Still scoreless. It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Conley against Curry. Randall a screen on Curry. Conley for 3. Drills it from outside. Conley's got 8 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Podziemski with it. Edwards defending. Curry can't get it to go. The 3. Conley's shot is off. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 14-point game. Shots good by Green.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Conley with it. He's got 8. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Curry against Conley. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
Butler challenges the opposing team everywhere on the court. Never afraid of any situation. He'll battle you down low.
Gobert with a screen on Curry. No one near Conley as he lets it go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
So it's the Warriors now. After the basket by Minnesota, Podziemski finds Curry. From down in the low post, it goes. Curry's got 7 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moody's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And Hield subbed in for Curry. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Randall. Clark, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Alexander Walker.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
There's a good screen. Healed from outside. Here's Jackson Davis.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
I'll tell you, McDaniels eats up ground in a hurry.
Warriors trail by 13. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Moody. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Alexander Walker. Drills the three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got 5. And here is Hield. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Clark, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Naz Reid, and it's McDaniels in at the power forward position. Here's Reid, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
And that one misses. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
No good from Clark. Warriors trail by 18. A three ball. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Jackson Davis. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still without a basket. Here's Jackson Davis. Pass to Hield. Here's Payton. He's covered by Clark. Just 5 to shoot. Hield way outside. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 13. DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. Reid with a screen for DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Jackson Davis. Guarded by Reid. Here's Kuminga. It's tipped. Clark against Payton. Jacks up a three. Good on the triple. Clark's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Pass to Kuminga. Stolen by McDaniels. Driving to the basket.
Quick and mobile. McDaniels can explode to the 10.
Warriors trail by 18. Now Hield. Still yet to score. Payton with a screen on DiVincenzo. Hield from outside. Reed with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Moody. The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Kuminga finds Hield. Kuminga sends a screen for Hield. Pass to Moody. Now here's Kuminga. McDaniels defending. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. No good on the three. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 18. The three-pointer is right on target. Moody's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. The three. The rebound by Hield.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And then Hield with the dunk.
Because you have to respect that outside shot. The drive is often there for Hield.
Hield against DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for Clark. To the wing on the left. The tray. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. Reed kicks to Clark. Pass to DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors trail by 14. Jackson Davis finds Kuminga. Moody the pass to Hield. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Podziemski, he's checked in for Moses Moody. And it's Stephen Curry in for Gary Payton. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Edwards has come in for Clark. And it's Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Gobert with a screen on Curry. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors trail by 14. Outside Butler. Launches it. Curry can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
And here is Curry after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Here's Hield. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Outside Conley. Randall, a screen on Kerr. Conley for three. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Curry with it. 7 points in the game. And it's Butler missing. Over in the corner, Randall. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The Timberwolves shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Has to Gobert. Randall outside. And the three off target. Warriors trail by 15. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Conley dishes to Gobert. And the shot is good. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Podziemski, defended by DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 14. There's the triple. Rebound by Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Green slams it in.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
Minnesota shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Back to Gobert. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Gobert filling up all the stat categories in this one. What a well-rounded player.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Outside Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, the defense locks so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
Outside Butler. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 14. Randall. Rebound by Butler. Here's Podziemski. Defended by DiVincenzo. Randall kicks to Conley. Out to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. The Warriors shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Back to Curry. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 11.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't made one yet. And they pick up 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And it's Green missing. The Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent groove. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Timberwolves leading by 15. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moody, and it's Green in its center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Misses the three.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Pass to Moody. 6 to shoot. Over Edwards. Randall grabs the board. So it's the Timberwolves now. They led by as many as 18 points. Offensive rebound. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Podziemski finds Green. Butler hammering it home.
Butler knows what he can do inside. That time erupting for a throwdown.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Curry looking around. Back to Podziemski. Lets it go with a three. Green, the pass to Moody. And McDaniels with the block.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Pass to Edwards. Now the Warriors moving it up, pushing it up. Here's Moody. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Free throw good, Moody. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here is Conley. 8 points for him. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Green. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. With a short break in the Action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Warriors trail by 16. Curry passes to Moody. Outside Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, I like seeing Butler show off his mad hops. This guy's got big-time bounce and knows how to slam it down with authority.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Curry against Conley. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Podziemski on the wing. And here is Moody. A 3-pointer, no good. Now here's McDaniels. Tight defense on him. Randall a screen on Curry. Conley for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors trail by 14. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. The kick outside to Butler. Jackson Davis in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Gobert, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. That shot misses. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Randall. Nails the baby hook. Randall's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Jackson Davis finds Butler. Here's Podziemski. Hits it from 3-point range. 11 points in the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And good that time.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
Warriors trail by 15. Here's Podziemski. 11 points in the game. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Randall brings the double team. The 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Conley dishes to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Podziemski. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kuminga's come in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Gary Payton comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Alexander Walker finds Gobert. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Down low, here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
Good decision-making by Hield, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
Minnesota leading by 8. Now Randall, he has 7. Pass to Alexander Walker. Five on the clock. From deep three-point land, the Warriors pull it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Kuminga kicks to Hield. Those three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Minnesota leading by 8. Randall outside. To McDaniels. No one near him. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Payton passes to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. And then Randall slams it in.
Terrific body control by Randall. And one machine.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 9-point game. To the paint. Payton can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. They led by as many as 18 points. DiVincenzo against Kuminga. Pass to Reed. This one for 3. No good that time.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Butler. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You know, that's just simply outstanding focus. Butler is used to getting hit on the way up, expects to be bumped and jostled around, and still muscles his shots in.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Timberwolves. Dillingham's checked in. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in the standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Draymond Green's doing. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. I was just told that he did break some ribs, and as you can imagine, this is a very painful and annoying injury. And hate to report, but it's a very significant injury. You won't see him out on the floor again for quite a while. Terrible news. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now, here's Looney. No scoring in this one. Butler from outside. They get it again. They kick out to Hield. For the three. Reed with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out. Jump shot is good. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Oh, there's Butler driving in.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. Naz Reid out there with Miller. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 spot. Timberwolves leading by 4. Miller, the pass to Alexander Walker. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Hield. Here's Santos. Lets it go from deep. Dillingham with the rebound. And the wide open shot from Reed. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 4. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the inside, here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Hield, the pass to Kuminga. And he lays it straight in.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Dillingham. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Now, here's Looney. Golden State moving it around. Here's Kuminga, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Minot's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Reed with a screen on Payton. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. A steal. Here's Minot. Defended by Kuminga. And stolen by Payton. Here's Spencer. Hield from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
No problems knocking that one down.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Hield with it. Down low. And there's another turnover by the Warriors. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in. And it's Joe Ingles in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Edwards has come in for Joe Ingles. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Timberwolves leading by 6. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Payton, he's checked in for Kevin Knox. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Outside Curry. Pass to Payton. Shoots it up. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. It's Edwards on the wing. No good on the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Pass to Hield to end the run. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now Dillingham. It's stolen by Curry. Launches a three. Oh, Curry is so dangerous in transition.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Deflects the pass, and Edwards with the stuff.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And here is Curry. Kuminga up top over Ingles. Kuminga down low. He's against Reed. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Kuminga. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Reed misses. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Hayton softly drops in the floater.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Healed against DiVincenzo. Over to the wing. Now here's Reed. He's covered closely. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Heel. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. Timberwolves on defense. 6-point lead. Butler passes to Moody. Butler deciding where to go with it. No good with the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Randle throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Curry passes to Moody. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Timberwolves leading by 8. That's a 2 from Randle. Out to Edwards. No good from outside. The Warriors shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Up top, Jackson-Davis. McDaniels defending. Moody's shot is off. Minnesota's gotten 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of them. Randle left side. There's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Taking it himself, Randle changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. They need this. Curry laser-guided shot from deep range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
From the arc. Randle can't get that one to fall. Warriors shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And oh, here we go. Conley, nobody back. Bucket is good.
And a terrific two-way player. Conley capable of dominating possessions all by himself.
Pass to Podziemski. Offline with his 3. Minnesota leading by 10. And here's Conley outside. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry with the 3. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Conley the pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. And Moody pulls it down.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Minnesota with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And Conley's so good at running the offense. Does a nice job hitting guys in their spots.
Curry against Conley. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
Edwards passes to Randall. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Butler. It's stolen by Randall. Edwards inside. He's defended by Podziemski. Gobert with it. Here's Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
At the top of the key, Moody shoots over McDaniels. Moody's shot is off.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Back to Randall. Out to Conley from past the arc. Cans it from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
27 seconds left in the game. Conley against Curry. Conley's shot is off.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And so Minnesota takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Shot clock at 5. Here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler playing with aggression right now. Boy, if he touches the paint, he is thinking score.
Randle outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Draymond Green. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
Outside McDaniels. Edwards looking for an opening. Randle outside. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Randle pulls down the board.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Gobert passes to Conley. Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Gets the three to fall. Randall's got 6.
Well, this shot is in his bag. Julius Randle more than happy to take the jumper if you concede it.
Butler, a screen on Conley. Here's Curry, and Gobert with a block. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Picked by Gobert to the paint. Tipped. Out on his own on the break. Here's Moody. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Well, you love to watch Draymond Green work on the defensive end. His activity seems to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Here's Curry. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Moody. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Moody's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Outside Butler to the middle. Here's Pajemski. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Good on the shot. Randall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, how about the touch on the floater from Julius Randle? A little creativity.
Butler passes to Curry. Here's Green. Pass to Pajemski. Driving to the basket, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's Conley, still without a bucket. Back to Randall, over Butler. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Tries yet again, and the layup good by Edwards.
Well, with the size, frame, and athleticism, if you allow Anthony Edwards to get to the glass, look out.
Outside, Green. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Moody. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now here's Butler. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Gobert against Green. Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Curry. And here comes the break. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You know, you'd think it would be easy to throw a player like Curry off his shot because of the size, but somehow, some way, this guy figures it out.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And that one falls for Curry. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Now here's Payton. And the Warriors miss again. For three, Randall. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green, the pass to Curry. Here's Payton. No good from outside. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Now here's Alexander Walker. Defense is right there. And here's Edwards outside. Buries it from three. Edwards has got 9.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Stolen. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, hammers it home. Taking it the length of the court. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Butler against Randall. Butler can't get it to go.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Randall on the screen. And here's Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Gobert. Gobert with the stuff.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Here's Pajemski. Sinks the tray. Pajemski's got 7 points in the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Conley passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Butler. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by Green.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Watch your head. Jimmy Butler in the house.
Here's Minnesota. Outside, Alexander Walker. For 3, Randall. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Fires for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Alexander Walker. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Payton.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
The Warriors trailing. Outside Butler. This one for three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting 55%, an ideal start so far. Podziemski's shot is good. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead. A minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup and grant the success of teams like the Timberwolves, showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moody's checked in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Randall. Clark is checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Gets the 3 ball to go. Alexander Walker's got 5.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
1:10 left in the opening quarter. And here's Hield. Takes the 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Hield against Clark. Going inside. Rebounded by Hield.
After he pulled off that rare crossover, he had nothing left for the finish.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, Buddy Hield taking flight, showing he is more than just a 3-point specialist.
Pass to McDaniels from deep 3-point land. That shot missing. The Warriors leading. Outside Hield. Jackson Davis with it. Reed defending. Outside Moody. Clock at 6. Back to Jackson Davis. Here's Payton. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside McDaniels. And that misses. That would have put him up. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They're up by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
The Timberwolves trail. On the court for Minnesota. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Clark in at the 3. And the Warriors shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. They get the rebound. And here's Kuminga for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Timberwolves shooting at about 44% so far. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Shoots a fadeaway. And the Warriors miss again.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Kuminga after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Hield. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Hield's got his second basket.
Most shooters have a knack for scoring the basketball. Buddy Hield getting on the offensive glass there.
Clark, the pass to DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Into the lane. And that one is hammered home.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The Warriors have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Hield against DiVincenzo. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he gets it back. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. So we'll see Jonathan Kuminga go to the line here. It's going to be on Naz Reid. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Dillingham's checked in for Alexander Walker.
What's up?
That free throw good from Kuminga. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Warriors have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. There's a screen by Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
Outside McDaniels. Reid a screen on Kuminga. McDaniels from long range. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake. Well, Mr. Hield deciding to show you he's got a little athletic ability. How about that finish?
Clark outside. Pass to Dillingham. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, DiVincenzo. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Now here's Hield. Outside Payton. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Kuminga. Off with the layup. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Clark, no good. And the Warriors shooting at a respectable 49%. Jackson Davis down low. Working on McDaniels. Poke loose. In transition, here they come. That one falls. McDaniels got 9. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
The find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
Pass to Clark. Reed, a screen on Payton. Inside. A slam dunk by Reed. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's Hield. 6 points for him. Now here's Kuminga. McDaniels covering. Fade away. Kuminga's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Clark, no good. And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Hield. Pass to Clark. Reed, a screen on Payton. And here's Clark for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, Payton. Back to Kuminga. And here's Moody. DiVincenzo covering. Here's Dillingham. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dillingham's got his first points of the night.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Moody from outside. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Back to Daniels. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Clark for 3. Knocks down the triple. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Now here's Jackson Davis. Now Hield. Jackson Davis, a screen. He shoots it. And the basket by Hield. Hield's got 8 points.
Wow, Buddy Hield, usually the guy they're trying to create open shots for. This time he returns the favor.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Podziemski's checked in for Payton. And it's Curry in for Hield. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's Randall. Softly drops in the floater. He's got 12.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Butler with the ball. He's got 9. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. To the inside. Green with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Curry. And Gobert with a block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker. When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Now here's Curry. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. With the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside Edwards. For three, Randall. Hauled in by Curry.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
The three is up. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Gobert. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. And there's the drive. And Curry just carving him up inside.
There's a craftiness to Stephen Curry's game. He just freezes defenders, and that allows him to get by on the drive.
Outside Edwards. The Warriors pull it in. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Butler finishes the job.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Drops in the layup for 2. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Randall. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota leading by 4. He shoots. Randall can't hit. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Here's Green. It's blocked by Gobert. Now here's Conley, defended by Pajemski. Randall, good.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Pass to Green. Back to Pajemski. Green with a screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Pajemski. Tightly guarded. He can't hit that time. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the half. Back to Pajemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Outside for Randall. From downtown, the shot won't fall. With 1 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Minnesota leading by 6. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's McDaniels. They get it again. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
To the middle. Randle with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. McDaniels from long range. Second shot opportunity, and it's Randle getting it to go. Randle's got 16 points.
Well, this is where the tremendous motor that Randle plays with helps him get rebounds.
Curry against Conley. Now here's Green. Tight defense on him, and the shot goes down.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Randle outside. Randle draws the double. McDaniels finds Edwards. Edwards on target.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Green with a screen on Randle. Butler taking his time here. Launches a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Randle against Butler. Randle, good.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
Outside Butler. Outside Moody. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown. 11 points in the game. Minnesota leading by 10. Conley passes to Randle. Here's McDaniels. Unloads. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to McDaniels. Moody with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Curry. Back to Moody. Outside Curry. Another shot. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Gobert. Defended by Podziemski. For 3, Randle. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Podziemski. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. And that one falls for Curry. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Green with a screen on Edwards. Inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. The first one falls. And so Curry nails both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside Edwards, picked by Gobert. Three-pointer. Edwards, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Curry. Green, a screen. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards, picked by Gobert. 5 on the clock. Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards has got 16 points.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Here's Podziemski. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Curry. Give him 8. Curry at the rim.
But Curry can finish left, right, quick. He can quick shoot you, get you off your feet. This guy's so good on the inside.
Conley passes to Gobert. Pass to Randall. Three-pointer. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. Now here's Green. Off the mark there with a 3.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And here's Edwards outside. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Warriors make some changes. Payton's checked in for Podziemski, and Hield is subbed in for Curry. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Conley. Warriors trail by 12. Outside Butler. Outside Payton. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Now here's Payton. Still no points. Here's Moody. Alexander Walker grabs a board. Minnesota leading by 14. Takes a 3. They get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Shot clock at 6. Randall with it. Now guarded by Butler. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 8.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Hield passes to Butler to halt the run. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too, and he'll go to the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And that one misses.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
And so Kuminga will bring it up for Golden State. 15-point game. Hield from outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
Listen, he's hot and cold. Don't let him get hot, because then he's rolling.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Hield with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Payton. It's good.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Minnesota leading by 10. Randall outside. Now Gobert. He has 6. Here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Hield from outside. No good on that one. He's 5 for 8.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Clark finds DiVincenzo. Misses the baby hook. Golden State has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. And Kuminga throws it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. For 3, DiVincenzo. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds in the game. Green, the pass to Kuminga. And here's Butler. Back to Green. Outside Hield. 3-pointer off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Clark for 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 9 rebounds now. And here's Butler outside. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Clark. Pass to Randall. Now here's Reed, covered by Jackson Davis. To end the drought. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Randall hits the trifecta. Randall's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
And here's Butler outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Randall outside from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Kuminga's got rebound number 8 now. And it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy Butler attacking at will, and the buckets just keep coming.
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Hield. to the paint. Dillingham, no good. Warriors trail by 6. 1 minute left in the third. Outside heel from deep three-point range. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Hield's got 14 points for the game.
This is why you have to stay attached to Buddy Hield. I don't care where he is on the floor. This guy has big-time range.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Hield. 14 points for him. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Alexander Walker. Got a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside heel. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Down low. Here's Reed. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. We've got Naz Reid. Miller is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dillingham, and it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Minnesota leading by 3. Inside, here's Reid. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Spencer. Now here's Hield. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Miller a screen on Hield. And they call an illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Santos is checked in for the Warriors. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Minot's checked in. Warriors trail by 3. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter to tie it up. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Timberwolves shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reid for 3. Hits the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Hield finds Payton. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Hield passes to Looney. Here's Kuminga. Right side, Payton. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, it's Golden State. Here's DiVincenzo. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Hield. No good with the triple.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Can't get it to drop. Warriors trail by 4. Payton finds Hield. Misses the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And there's the screen. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Hield. Knox, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Payton.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And here's Curry. Outside Hield. Fires the 3. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Well, Hield always has the green light from behind the arc. This guy's so efficient.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Reed. Alexander Walker with it. He's watched by Kuminga. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Hield. Looney finds Hield. Clock at 6. Now here's Curry. Let's go with a 3. Reed with the rebound. Here's Garza. He's defended by Looney. The fader. No luck on that one.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Pass to Curry. Hield from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one. Minnesota leading by 3. Edwards with it. Reed with it. Jacks up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Oh, how about Mooney with the open court finish?
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Reed can't hit. The Warriors have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Hey, get out of the way! Kuminga sends it home. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Looney. Here's Kuminga, covered by Alexander Walker. And DiVincenzo comes to help. Fires the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Edwards so good inside.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
The Warriors have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Curry surveys. Pass to Hield. 4-3. Minnesota with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 6 to win the run. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Garza passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. Reed in the post. Guarded by Hield. For three. DiVincenzo. Kuminga pulls it in.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Knox. Garza grabs the board.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Kuminga. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Reed's got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Hield passes to Curry. Hield, a screen on DiVincenzo. Looking to end this cold spell. Minnesota with a rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Hield. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Hield's got 22.
Yeah, Buddy Hield right now firing without hesitation. Things really opening up for him on the offensive end.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the Warriors make some changes. Green's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Knox. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Garza. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Butler against Randle. And it's Butler with the jam.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best, rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
Conley finds Randle. There's a minute 59 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Conley. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Outside Curry. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Pass to Randle. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3. Randle's got 10 points in just the second half.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. A minute and a half left to play in the 4th quarter. And here's Curry for 3. Offensive board. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple. Minnesota in the lead. Now Edwards. Podziemski grabs the board. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count.
Of this we know. Draymond Green does not lack for confidence. Big-time shot there.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Edwards slams it in.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game. is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Here's Curry. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Moody misses.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Yes!
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And the Warriors miss again. And an intentional foul right there.
Shooting two.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Offensive rebound. Butler on the wing. And that time also a missed shot. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made